And that is exactly what we're getting on with.
Liberal Democrat spokesperson Jess Brown-Fuller.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and I thank the Minister for setting out the data protection issues that they have identified with Courtsdesk. But could she explain why her department ignored the 16 letters written by Courtsdesk asking for dialogue before deciding to do away with the system? Because it is, as the Chair of the Justice Select Committee says, the only centralised tool for justice reporting. And reporters have described MOJ's own data as fragmented, incomplete and impractical to navigate. And according to HMCTS, their own records on court listings were accurate just 4% of the time. So it is those gaps that Courtsdesk was designed to fill, providing clear and accurate information for reporters. Doing away with the platform is naturally going to add to the feeling that the MOJ is avoiding difficult questions and dodging accountability by undermining journalism. So will she suspend the deletion of the archive until the Information Commissioner's Office has looked into these issues and drawn its own conclusions? And if the Minister insists on going ahead with the deletion in coming days, will she please set out an indication of a timeline for when we can expect a platform that will serve the same purpose?
Well, I want to be absolutely clear that accredited journalists continue to have, as they have throughout this, to have access to court information that they need directly from individual magistrates' courts and tribunal services, either via the Court and Tribunal Hearings Service, which is a new digital system, or on the gov.uk website. I do recognise the utility of what Courtsdesk provided, but clearly that company was not acting in a responsible way. And when we approached them about the breach of the agreement that they had with HMCTS, they accepted that they had that and then threatened the Ministry of Justice with litigation, which is not an appropriate way to behave if you're trying to cooperate and get things on a sound and steady footing. And to give her the timeline, let me be absolutely clear, all magistrates and court lists and the accompanying case summarisation data that goes with that will be available on the Court and Tribunal Hearings Service from the end of March 2026. I want to put this on a stable footing so that journalists have ready access, because I accept it's got to be easy and available to them in a responsible but properly licensed fashion. And as I've said, that work will be made public and the licences made available from March. We've got to do this in a responsible way. We've got to balance the very real needs of open justice, which I readily accept and which this government is committed to, with data protection, particularly when it comes to vulnerable victims who are at the heart of this.
Dr.